Hello dreamers, welcome back to Afshan CK Arts, and today we will talk about 10 tips that all new artists should know. Tip number 1, start now. So we are all on our own different art journeys. I could be behind you, you could be ahead of me. Wherever you are, start now. There could be a list of goals that you really want to do, but you just keep putting it off because you're hesitant, you're doubting yourself, or you're just too scared to fail. What I would say is start now. Like today, I had no intention to actually make a video, but here I am with my phone because I don't have a mic, and my art journal because I don't have a teleprompter. We don't need fancy things. Just work with what you have. There is no reason for you to wait for the right moment. It could be something as simple as making your own video, starting your own social media page, sending an email to an art gallery, making your own website. It could be anything, but whatever it is, start now. Do not wait. The right moment is now. Tip number 2, spend wisely. As new artists, we make two extreme choices. Either we buy really cheap art supplies or we buy expensive ones. The problem with cheap art supplies is that if something goes wrong with your art, you might not know the reason behind it. Is it the paintbrushes that you're using? Is it your canvas? Is it the paint? So it might be harder for you to improve your art because you have bought really poor quality supplies, which really does not let you assess if the problem is with your materials or the techniques that you're using. The reason I tell you not to buy expensive art supplies is because not everything that is expensive is good quality. What I would suggest is go to your local art store or your favorite art shop, look at all the range of products that are available, find a product that is within your budget, that is not cheap but also affordable. Go to Google, type in the brand name, search for reviews, and if it has good reviews, go for it, buy it. Now, the good thing about this is you're getting a product that is not compromising its quality, and also you get to save your money for buying a really needed good quality art supply in the future. So spend wisely. Tip number 3, compete with yourself. As a new artist, you will find people who are better than you. You will find people who have better equipment. You might even find someone younger than you and who is making real money with real art. It's good to know that such people exist, but it's also important to know yourself and to compete with yourself. Because when you compete with yourself, you are on a constant journey to grow, to learn, to improve. And you will start focusing about things that you can improve and grow within yourself, rather than finding excuses for things that you probably aren't doing right. So compete with yourself, challenge yourself, and make sure you are a better artist today than you were yesterday. Tip number 4, focus. When you are on a journey to become something, to make something out of yourself, you will find people who are successful. Some of them would suggest that you need a really good website. Somebody else would suggest that you need an excellent camera to make that best video. Somebody else might say that you shouldn't be using these kind of paints. You do need these kind of paints because they have richer pigment and they will give better art. There would be somebody else who says that you need to paint like every single day. It is true you need to paint often. It is true that you need practice, but try to focus on painting more and creating more with something else that's one. So decide, create more, make a great website. Create more, or email your art gallery, or go for more art stalls and exhibitions. Focus on one thing along with painting more and creating more. The reason I tell you to do this is I did this in the beginning a year ago and I wasted so much of time. You are kind of distributing your energy to so many different channels and directions that the return on investments for your time and energy will be less. So you paint more and just focus on one another thing, the return on investments of your time, your love, your energy will be more. And that's much more efficient. So focus. Tip number 5, authenticity. Be who you are. In this time of such flashy, well-polished, airbrushed photographs, social media profiles, successful lifestyles, people are craving for real stuff. They're craving for authenticity. So be who you are. Your flaws, your uniqueness is what that makes you stand out. There is no point copycatting another YouTuber or another artist. It just makes you like them. It doesn't make you different from them. So when you are yourself, not only are you standing out, but you are true to yourself, and it makes you all the more happy. And it will help you create that art style or that lifestyle or that dream that is unique to you and that is truly you. So believe in yourself, celebrate your uniqueness, and be proud of who you are. Tip number 7, create more. I will not tell you to draw or paint every day because I don't do it. And I know how difficult it is to do that. You could have a lot of commitments in your life. You could have a full-time job. You could have kids. You could be a new mom. Or you could have siblings who really don't let you do what you love to do because they're absolutely annoying and naughty, which is how all siblings are. You could have so many reasons to not be able to create more. But what I would sincerely request you is to just do a little bit more than what you usually do. You could be someone who paints like once in 3 months. Make it once in 2 months. You could be painting once a month. You could be someone who's painting in like once in 3 weeks. Make it once in 2 weeks. So just do a little bit more than what you usually do. The reason I tell you to do this is because I don't want you to overburden yourself. I don't want you to stress yourself out. Because when you stress yourself out, you lose all that energy and love for what you do, and then you stop it completely. We don't want that. We don't want you to burn out. So I'm someone who paints like once in 3 months. I'm trying to make a commitment where I paint once in a month. It could be something really small. So this is something that I want you to strive to do. Just do a little bit more than what you usually do. And when you do that, you are trying to tell yourself, you're trying to tell your heart, your brain, that this is not so hard. I can still make it. It just becomes a whole lot more easier and less of a burden of what you truly love to do. Tip number 8, tiny changes. Ever since I've started using my life planner called Tiny Change from the year of 2018, well, that's last year, I just love the concept of tiny changes. As you watch this video, think about who you are today. Try to do something little, even if it's just 1 minute, than what you did yesterday. You didn't paint it all yesterday. Paint a little today. You did not spend your time wisely yesterday. Spend it a little better today. Make one small tiny change from your life. Something that will help you grow, improve, and get closer to your goal than you did yesterday. The reason I tell you to do this is because that beautiful journey of growing yourself and becoming someone better becomes more consistent and easier and an enjoyable journey. After you watch this video, do something that you did not do yesterday. Do it for yourself. Do it for the love of yourself. As the saying goes, a tiny change today makes a dramatic tomorrow. Tip number 9, empower others. There are so many people who struggle, who are so far behind who you are and where you are. You know them. You know those people in your lives. You could be 20, just starting out your art journey, and there could be a lot of kids and teenagers who look up to you. Give them that smile. Give them that energy. Use your experience to inspire someone who is less than you. Because what I truly believe is the more positive energy you give out, the more you get. It just wraps around you and helps you grow and improve and learn even more with passion, with peace of mind, and with so much inspiration. So empower others. Tip number 10, dream, dream, dream. I can go on and on about this topic. It is something so close to me. But what I want to tell you is dream and never stop dreaming. Visualize what you want to do, what you want to become. It could change in the future, but just visualize what you want to be now. The more you visualize, the more It gives you the energy, the hope. The more it rekindles that fire inside you to get that little bit closer to your dream, to your goal. Dream as much as you can. And with all the things that we have discussed so far, get a little bit more closer to your dream. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that something of this video makes you think a little bit more, gives you a different perspective, and inspires you to really become closer to who you want to be. So I'll see you again in another video, and until the next video, go paint your dreams. Bye.